Alright, it had to wait until 2:54 in the morning to crash. Good job, stream. You made it this far for me. Now hopefully once I start with that Trails of Cold Steel 3, the crashes will be much less numerous. And now...
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead! Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
Also, it's neat that the order we're visiting these in is the order that we visited them in Cold Steel 1.
Where do you want to go? Full speed ahead!
And so, yeah, I just thought I'd note that.
Where do you want to go? Leave it to me!
Valley down Ymir. Oh, whoops.
Wow! Rank A0? You're amazing! Here's a bonus from the Academy.
The
Wow!
Lionheart.
That must have been tough.
Okay, let's see what that does. Whew. Yes, please. Also, everyone has become automatically equipped with doors on bands. Okay, so let us commence the operation.
I'm so proud of you, Reen!
So we're here largely in-game stuff. Yep, so yep, welcome to the part where I replay the entire end game. It's now well past midnight.
Let's move. Now's our chance.
Gotcha! Right! Now!
Got you!
Onward! They're off guard!
You're mine! Not as difficult as we...
We have nothing
Let's
to
move.
fear.
No problem! Fire!
Right!
My turn.
Huh.
My turn!
No problem! Fire!
Too slow!
Onward!
Leave this to me!
Right!
That's silly.
Let's move! That's the
Enemy
power of
friend.
the 8 leaves. Enemy sighted! Here I go! Let's move!
No problem! Hang in
Thanks.
there!
My turn.
Let's move! Curse you! We'll cut our own path.
Luckily, I remember the way through this place. So yeah, ain't nothing gonna stop. So first of all, we gotta
we're
open this
outside again.
chest.
Well, shall
My
we
turn.
begin?
We'll cut our own path.
With that, we get a key.
The best thing
whoops.
we can do is take care of things here. Enemies, let's move. Now!
Gotcha! Okay, now!
An opening! My turn.
Too slow. Now's our chance.
Gotcha! No problem! Now!
Got you.
This is it for you!
Leave it to me.
My turn. Now's our chance.
Gotcha!
Finished.
Leave this.
Right!
Leave it to me. Unforgivable.
Here I go.
My turn.
No problem!
I'm just getting. I messed up.
My turn.
My mistake.
Gotcha!
Did it at
Really?
least. My turn.
I can do this! Fire!
Leave it to me. My turn.
Here I go.
I can do this!
Okay, now's our chance. An opening. You're incredible, instructor.
Okay.
My turn. Here I go. Let's move.
Okay! Right! Now's our
Got
chance!
you.
Leave this to me.
Let's move.
No problem!
My turn.
Let's move.
I can do this! Alright, let's keep on moving.
Yeah. So
Stay on guard, everyone.
This one looks like a
Let's
toughie.
move. Now's our chance!
Gotcha! Leave it to me!
Now! An opening!
No problem! Now!
Got you!
Onward!
My turn!
Okay! Cut! I can do this! Now your chance!
Got you!
Protected! Zero guard!
You're mine! Hang in
Thanks.
there!
Onward! Now's our chance!
You're mine! My turn!
My turn!
With
That's the
super
power of the
powerful.
8 leaves.
Who knows? Maybe I'm extra tired. It's like probably
Bring it
past
up.
3 in
Here
the
we go.
morning.
That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Of course, now max. Yep, now 2.5 times damage and 10% crit chance.
Alright, that takes care of them.
Let's keep going. Here I go.
More of you,
No
huh?
problem! Hip!
Too slow.
I can do this! My turn!
Now! An opening!
My turn. Curse you.
Feed this to me!
Right! Now your
Got
chance!
you.
Unforgivable!
I'm just getting warmed up.
Here I go. Now's our chance.
Gotcha! Hang in
Thanks.
there!
Feed this to me!
No problem!
You
Thanks.
have my faith.
Leave it to me! Hang in
Thanks.
there!
Here I go. Sit.
My turn.
Okay, now's our
An
chance!
opening!
I can do this! Now's our chance!
Got you. Let's move. Sit.
My turn!
Leave this to me! Now's our
You're
chance!
mine! Right! Turn! Now's our chance!
Got you. Here I go. Now's our chance.
Gotcha! My turn! Now!
An opening! My turn!
Hang in
Thanks.
there! I can do this! Now!
Got you.
Leave it to me!
Here I go. That's the power of the 8 leaves.
I'm being incredibly cautious. I mean, it's only Altina. I shouldn't have much to worry about.
Beginning combat. Support me, Clown Solace. Forming barrier.
Let's move. All right.
Leave this to me!
What? We are fire. Mission failed.
We'll cut our own path.
Oh, that only took one hit. And now, we finally get medium area on healing items. That's the big one I wanted. Final. So I don't really have much doubts that this stream will probably have one of the lowest word counts of my streams. Because it's... What time is it again? 9 AM. Okay, that's good to know. Very, very frightening. Here we go. Final dungeon time. Sort of.
My turn.
Leave this to me.
My turn. No problem. Fire.
Sure to know you're wasting a crit turn
Here I
like
go.
that.
My turn. Now's our
An
chance.
opening. They're off guard.
You're mine. I can do
Of
fire.
course, you could just call it a mindless
My turn.
pawn.
Now's our chance.
Gotcha.
And as I said before,
Leave the
No problem.
pawn cannot
My
stand
turn.
in the
Now's
way
our
of
chance.
An opening. You're incredible, instructor.
Whoops.
Here I go. Now's our chance.
Gotcha. Okay. Okay, let's get moving.
Oh yeah, I can speed up the door opening. Go down the ladder ring.
Sit. Ha! Sit.
Friggin' ladders, man.
Let's not overestimate ourselves. Stay focused.
It's nasty. Be careful, everyone.
This one looks like a toughie.
My turn. We have to. Let's keep moving.
Yeah, let's keep our momentum. I want to finish this all before 6:30 in the morning.
I wonder where this is.
The end of the first bottom, most likely.
That was just reinventing his frustrations. Don't mind it.
Now, dance beautifully.
It's the end of the line for you.
Let's move.
Are you sure about that?
All right, let's do this.
Understood.
Okay. This is impossible.
How impossible is it? I have to wonder. Is it as impossible as the impossible quiz?
Truly spectacular.
Leave it to me. Time to try this one.
What?
My turn.
Okay, you're barely hanging on,
Here we go.
D-Man.
Such. That's the power of the 8 leaves.
What a long pause you made there. Now we sin further.
Here we go.
My turn. Now's our
An
chance.
opening.
Right.
My turn.
My turn.
My turn. That's the power of the 8 leaves. My turn.
I can do this. Now's our chance.
Got you.
My turn.
Leave this to me.
My turn.
Let's move. That's the power of the 8 leaves. Here we go.
I can do fire. Okay. Now's our
An
chance.
opening. You're incredible and
Elliot leveled up. Hey, now he's level 152.
That's a real beast of a monster. This one looks like a
Let's
toughie.
move. Now's our chance.
Gotcha. I can do fire.
My turn.
Okay. Now.
An opening.
Here we go. Now's our chance.
Gotcha. Right. Fire.
Onward. Leave it to me.
Right.
My turn.
Hang
Thanks.
in there.
Leave this to me.
Leave it to me.
Oh my gosh.
You have my thanks.
I can do this. Fine. Now's our chance.
Got you.
This is it for you.
Let's move. Sit. That's the power of the 8 lead.
Stay on guard, everyone. That's no ordinary foe. Stay on guard, everyone. That's no ordinary foe.
Watch out! Here I go! We have to retreat!
No, you don't!
No problem. Let's retreat. Stubborn, aren't you?
Okay, let's get moving!
Sit! Ha!
Avert the adversary!
Here I go! We have to retreat!
I can do this. Let's see you later.
We've reached the end of the second stratum.
Okay. I'd say it's Zephyr time.
Come on.
Let's see exactly what you've got.
Here I go. All right, let's do this.
Leave it to me! My turn.
I'm bringing the thunder now.
You're gonna like these. Now this is getting interesting.
That was something.
Witness the first...
That was done.
Impressive.
Evil will fall before my blade.
Talk about a deadly reprisal.
Done.
First of all, let's retrieve our Emma.
Leave this to... They're off guard!
You're mine!
Be gone! You're incredible and strong.
And pedals away as fast as
My turn.
I
as
can do
fast as
this.
humanly
Okay.
possible.
Leave this to...
Okay, cut! Right.
Here I go.
Onward!
Leave it to me now!
An
And
opening!
it's wieldy and fast.
Let's move. Now!
Gotcha!
Onward! Evil will fall before...
That's over. This? Hang in
Thanks.
there!
Here I go.
Alright, let's rinse and repeat this a few times.
That's the power of the 8 leaves.
Here's our tip.
Here I go. Sit.
I can do
No
it.
idea how that was a
My
triple
turn.
advantage, but whatever.
An opening! My turn!
No problem. Fire! Leave it cut!
Here I go. Now's our chance.
Gotcha!
Did
You
it,
really
Elisa.
do.
Sit.
I welcome all
Let's
challengers.
move. Now's our chance.
Gotcha!
Leave this... No, you don't!
Right. Alright, let's keep on moving.
Wait, this is randomly generated every time?
My turn. Now.
Gotcha! Right.
That kind of sucks.
Now!
Got you.
Onward!
Okay, now's our chance!
Got you.
I wasn't strong enough.
Here I go. Yeah. My turn. That's the power of the 8 leaves. Bring it up. Let's move. Sit.
No problem. Fire! Now!
Got you.
Okay. I messed up.
We'll cut our own path.
Here they come! Stay
Let's move.
focused! Leave this to me!
Okay. Now's our chance.
An opening!
No problem. Fire! Now's our chance.
Got you. That's the power of the
Bleeding
8 leaves.
karma. Well, at least I got you right in a row.
My turn. Now's our chance.
Gotcha! No problem!
My turn. My turn.
Let's move. We'll cut our own path. Watch out. Here it go. Power of the 8 leaves. Let's move. Now!
Gotcha!
You're finished!
Right!
Okay. Now! An opening! Leave this to me. My turn.
Now's our chance!
An opening!
No problem!
Here I go. That's the power of the 8 leaves. Now, my turn. Now!
Gotcha! No problem!
Leave it to me. My turn!
My turn. We'll cut our own path. Now, let's move.
No problem! Now's our
Got
chance!
you.
My turn. Now! An opening! Leave this to me. No, you don't. Leave it to me.
My turn. Now's our chance.
Gotcha! Right! Fire!
Leave this. Evil will fall before.
Here I go.
I can do fire!
Leave it to me.
Now's our chance!
An opening. My turn. Okay.
Let's move. That's the power of the 8 leaves. My turn.
My turn.
Right!
My turn. They're off guard. Be gone. My turn.
Here I go. That's the power of the 8 leaves.
This must be an external corridor.
Yeah, that's what it
I
said.
hope everyone's alright. We need to fix all this, and soon. Finally.
That was just pure frustration for a moment. Now let's save again because John McBurn is behind that door. Why, John? Well, that's a good question.
Go on! Show me how hot you can make me! Let's move! Alright, let's do this!
Unforgivable!
No problem.
That's pretty good!
My turn!
Bringing the thunder and...
No, you don't! Leave this to me! Ha! Yeah!
My blade will cleave ignorance and light the way.
Yep, so this is what normal Mithran looks like.
Well, at least you got some bite to go with your bark.
Witness the...
No problem.
Thought he says.
Ooh, free food.
Seriously?
Okay, we're burning daylight!
Okay, Rena's now level
did it!
153. Yahoo! Now right up there, I take it as the final battle. Okay, here we go.
Here I go! Now's our chance!
Gotcha. Right.
My turn! My turn!
We're climbing the stairway to the final battle.
Let's move! Now!
Gotcha.
You're finished!
Okay, now's our chance.
An opening!
I can do this. Fire.
Leave this to me!
Now.
An opening!
Leave it to me. No problem.
Here I go! That's the power of the 8 leaves. Here I go!
Okay. Right.
My turn!
Leave it to me. Let's just... Okay, let's get moving. That's a real beast of a monster. Careful! This one
Let's
looks
move.
strong.
We have to retreat. Didn't work.
Right. Let's retreat. See you later.
Oh, isn't this a pleasant surprise? There's a treasure chest here.
Oh hey,
One looks
Spambot, I'm
nasty.
too tired
Try
to
to be
deal
careful,
with you.
everyone.
Let's not overestimate ourselves.
Careful! This one
Let's
looks
move.
strong.
We have to retreat. Let's keep moving.
Please, take care around that one.
Yep, just dodge. Now the hour of the finale is close at hand. Let us save our game.
This is it! Come at me with all you've got!
Witness the witchcraft of the Azure Abyss.
Let's move. All right.
Leave it to me! My turn. Cut! Now! An opening!
How about this?
Right.
It's pretty good. Now I'm having fun.
My, I'm impressed. Leave this to me. How foolish of me. My turn.
Right.
Leave it to me.
Right.
Good job, instructor.
Not bad.
All right, let's keep on moving. I'm so...
We're past talking now.
I can do this. Sorry, would you mind?
All right, let's get this started.
You can handle this?
I think I can. So.
My turn.
Let's go! Gotcha! Think you can handle this?
It's working. Keep it up.
My turn.
All right. Let's go! Gotcha!
Once again, that didn't cut away. It was just too brutal.
Leave it to me.
Let's go! Gotcha! handle this? Hope you're ready.
Okay. Huh?
Let's go. Darkness. Show me the club. Hope you're ready. Gotcha.
This is bad. That's it.
Leave it to
Just
me.
a little more. Huh?
Think you can handle this?
Okay. Huh?
There we go. Okay, Vermilion Apocalypse time. Okay.
Watch out. This is a tough one.
Your turn.
Here I go. All right, let's do this.
Okay. It's my turn.
Sorry, everyone.
Leave this to me.
Eat that. Here I go. All right, let's do this.
It's my turn.
Eat that. Here I
Alright, let's see if this works. Yep, worked perfect. Like a charm.
A worthy adversary.
My turn. All right, let's do
Leave it
this.
to me.
No problem. Turn to flame. Burn! Now's our chance. Time to finish this.
Leave this to me. Leave this to me. Leave it to me. You have my thanks.
Okay, and we managed to get in the final hit too. Oh, whoops.
Let's do this!
Okay, and we finished him off with Deadly Domination. That's good. Alright then. Now we're done here and we're just coming up on an hour soon. Well, that's pretty much, I guess now it's time for us to check out these characters. During your second playthrough of this portion, you can raise Lloyd and Ricio's levels by 15. As a result, enemies can be swiftly defeated by field attacks. It's also possible to view only the chapter's key events and skip both the dungeon and the boss at the end. Okay, let's view key events only. Since we're going through this real quick for the Black Record. Yep, so here's your key events for you. So yeah, luckily we'll be able to get out of Crossbell pretty soon. I mean, not that I don't enjoy being inside Lloyd's body, but still. Just past the hour mark of Lloyd being in combat. And sorry, I just found it amusing how fast they were moving. And let's continue. It's amazing how I've beaten the game again in a single sitting. Albeit 2 live streams, but it's still a single sitting. And it's only 2 live streams because the first one crashed. Alright, epilogue time. Alright. So, I believe it's time to head to the faculty lounge. Okay. We've received the decoding report, huh? Yeah. So yeah, I think... Yep, so yeah, first of all... Good old student union building. And now... Oh, whoops. Forgot to check up on poor Valimar. And now, student union building. Knock, knock. Okay. So let us read the decoding report. All of the black records in the notebook were updated. Before Septi the gods of creation. In the beginning, there were two great gods. One boasted unrivaled courage, the other unparalleled fortitude. They descended from the heavens with it, kin, and it was upon the dark land below they first met. Calamity, their opposing natures incompatible, the two were drawn irresistibly into battle, and thus began a struggle that shook heaven and earth. The goddess and the spirit's laments were for naught. As the lands quaked, the skies were torn asunder, and the gods' kin could only tremble in fear. After what seemed like an eternity, their clash came to the end, but it was an end of mutual defeat. Are we sure we aren't talking about Xenoblade right now? Their power spent, the empty shells of the two celestial titans were flung into the furthest reaches of the dark land. All that remained in their wake was the terrible elixirs on the land, their kin, and the great power. So the great power is what remained of the two great gods. Now, Black Records 2. The Dark Dragon, years 371. 200 years after Heimdall was first founded, ruin rose on monstrous wings from the depths of the earth. Its name was Zora Argura, the Dark Dragon. So that's interesting. Zora Argura was the skeletal dragon Zora Agruga. Yeah, it was the bone dragon that Gideon called upon in Chapter 4 of the first game, a malevolent creature of terrible power. It spread a miasma throughout the capital that turned Heimdall into a city of the dead. But the horrors did not end there. The evil dragon desecrated the corpses of the fallen, taking control of their bodies and using them to attack those who remained alive, further increasing the legions of the dead. The emperor at the time, Astorius II, was forced to flee the city with what remained of his household and citizens. Together they retreated south and established a new capital in the land of St. Arc. Through 100 years and 6 more emperors, the bane of Heimdall went unchallenged. It was the 7th, Hector I, who resolved to recapture the city. Time had proved an ally to the beast, however, and the dragon's influence had spread over the surrounding area like a plague. Undaunted, Hector I led an army of brave knights to the necropolis in an attempt to free it. But though their hearts were steadfast, their arrival was met by legions of powerful fiends, and their efforts seemed doomed to end in failure. It was then that Hector I had a fateful encounter with none other than the great Vermilion knight Testarossa. The knight recognized Hector I as its master, and bolstered by its immense power and countless weapons, the Emperor moved once again on the city and to the decisive encounter with the Dark Dragon. It's been over 800 years since the first recorded use of a divine knight, and that was Testarossa. The battle shook the city to its core, and at the end the Vermilion Knight was victorious. The Scourge of Heimdall, the Dark Dragon, was defeated. However, the price of victory was steep. The corrupted blood that flowed from the dragon claimed Hector's life, and defiled even the knight itself, placing a curse upon it. The noble Testarossa became the Crimson Calamity, a demon with 1,000 arms that only reacts to the blood of the Arnor family, a destructive force on par with the Dark Dragon that, should control of it ever be lost, would threaten the world and all who live in it. It was still deep underground, never intended to again see the light of day. Meanwhile, a new city rose from the ashes of the old, and people once again began to gather in Heimdall. That was when the Vermilion capital that endures to this day was first built. So interesting. So that's the story behind how the Testarossa was corrupted. So it didn't start off as this evil knight. It started out as a largely good knight, but then in the corrupted blood of the Dark Dragon placed a curse on it that turned it into the Vermilion Apocalypse that it is known as today. Black Records 3. The War of the Lions begins, year 947. In the year 947, Emperor Valius V passed away. His death heralded the beginning of the largest-scale civil war in Erebonian history. Valius V was a ruler with a somewhat debaucherous reputation, and is said to have had countless wives and concubines. To further complicate the matter of succession, many of those wives came from prestigious noble families, all of whom began competing for power and wanted their offspring to take the throne. Within days of Valius V's death, the Crown Prince Manfred, the son of his first wife, was assassinated by an unknown party. Following the death of the Crown Prince, the fourth prince, and the son of first of Emperor Valius' secondary wives, Prince Orthros seized the capital by force. Once in control, he declared himself the new emperor and began purging all those who dared to oppose him. The coup set off a succession of counterclaims, and 3 other princes who named themselves to be the new emperor. Backed by the powerful noble families of their mothers, the competing princes ignited a bloody 5-year-long civil war, and thus the War of the Lions began. At first, the princes' armies were largely equal in terms of strength. It wasn't until Orthros, who would later come to be known as the False Emperor, revived the being that had long been sealed under the city, that the balance of power shifted. The Testarossa, the legendary Vermilion Knight now tainted by the blood of Zora Agruga, saw the light of day once more. With its unmatched strength under his control, Orthros decimated his greatest companion in one fell swoop, its greatest competition in one fell swoop, and the fifth prince, Gunnar, was defeated. It seemed inevitable that the armies of the other princes would share this same fate, but it was at this pivotal point that the war took yet another surprising and sudden turn. The unexpected development came in the form of another great knight, the Palatinate Knight. The famed champion was acquired by a Prince Lucius, the sixth and youngest of the feuding brothers. With its power, he was able to defeat the army of the brilliant strategist and second Prince Albert. Victorious and backed by the knight's power, Prince Lucius was poised to challenge Orthros. Prince Gunnar and Albert's armies, however, were not completely wiped out and decided to join forces with one another in order to oppose the other princes. It was thus that the war became one fought by three separate groups: Prince Orthros with the Vermilion Knight, Prince Lucius with the Palatinate Knight, and Princes Gunnar and Albert, who had no knight but compensated with their sheer numbers. The War of the Lions had been raging for 2 years now, and the chaos only worsened by the day. Erebonia seemed fated to fall into ruin and darkness, fitting, perhaps, for a nation that takes its name from Erebos. So yeah, we get more stuff on the War of the Lions. Drycles takes up arms, year 949. A young man lays on a grassy plain, enjoying a nap in the peaceful setting. Before long, however, his rest was interrupted by the arrival of a second young man on horseback. The youth wore the trappings of a knight, and his expression was deathly serious. His armor bore many rents and scratches, and his left arm was bound in a bloody bandage. The first young man had never seen him in several years, but a cheerful reunion did not seem to be his purpose. "You are right after all," the second man said gravely. "At this rate, the Empire's days are numbered." At this, the first young man rose from the grass. He was none other than the third prince of the Erebonian Empire, Prince Drycles. As a man with no claim to the throne due to his commoner mother and shunned by the other Erebonian princes, Drycles had long since left Erebonia behind, wandering from place to place and willing away his days. 3 years prior, he had reached the land of Nord, where he had remained ever since. Though left to his own devices since childhood, his nature was noble and he was quickly accepted by the people of Nord and lived peacefully among him. But while he had left his homeland, he had not truly abandoned it in his heart. During his wanderings, his mother had passed away, but while she lived, she had told him something that would remain with him for the rest of his days. The blood flowing through you will not allow you to turn your back on the Empire's suffering. Prince Drycles had turned those words over in his head again and again. What could a powerless vagrant like himself truly hope to do? The knight's arrival, however, signified two things: that the war continued to worsen, and that Erebonia was on a certain path to ruination. His mother was probably correct. Hearing the knight's words, he decided that enough was enough. He could ignore the pain of his countrymen no longer. That knight, incidentally, was called Roland. He was a childhood friend of Drycles and his confidant. He was also the man Drycles had left in charge of the things in his place before leaving the country. Prince Drycles set about preparing to depart, but before he could finish, he was met by several of the tall knights of Nord, their cross-shaped spears in hand. They, too, were close friends of Drycles, and they volunteered to accompany him and Roland, fearing that the two men alone would stand a chance. The next morning the prince departed the village, a mere 17 men under his command. They bade farewell to the people of the settlement, and its elder wished them well. "May the winds and the goddess be with you," he blessed them. "Fortune favor you all." And now for the final one. The war comes to an end, year 952. Prince Drycles' opponents were... Prince Drycles' opponents were the armies of the 4th Prince Orthros and his Vermilion Knight, 6th Prince Lucius and with his Palatinate Knight, and the combined forces of the remaining princes, Gunnar and Albert, who had a legion of magical golems under their control. Interesting, so that's where the magic knights came from, sort of. Yet it was he, illegitimate son of a commoner and latecomer to the war, who emerged triumphant. His victory did not come without losses, however. During his return to Erebonia, Roland fell in battle. Not long after that, however, he met a woman who would change his destiny forever. That woman was none other than the daughter of Count Sandlot, who hailed from the lakeside town of Legram. Her charismatic personality and peerless skills with the lance earned her the leadership of a band of knights known as the Eisenritter and the moniker Lance Maiden. Her name was Leanne Sandlot. And what a terrifying individual that is. Prince Dreikels and Leanne Sandlot may have come from wildly different backgrounds, but their concern for the innocent victims of the war united them in purpose to bring them into the bloodshed. And it was those shared feelings that made them join forces. The two of them, along with the warriors of Nord, the Eisenritter, and all of the other peoples of the nation whose hearts they moved, liberated one town after another, and were eventually successful in persuading even Prince Lucius, and owner of the Palatinate Knight, to fight for their cause. At the same time, however, the false emperor schemed to elevate the cursed Vermilion Knight to even greater power, to godhood, and thus the Vermilion Apocalypse was created. The demonic god emerged in Heimdall alongside a monstrous castle and vanquished the approaching armies of Albert and Gunnar in a single battle. Their end was anything but conventional, however. They were simply erased from existence. Even the Palatinate Knight could not contend with such a foe and was felled. As it decimated all who challenged the false emperor, countless crimson spirit veins spread out from the castle, stealing the very life from the capital's citizens, as well as those in the surrounding area. Defeat seemed all but inevitable for Prince Dreikels, the Lance Maiden, and their followers, but they refused to give up. Following the guidance of the kindly witch, they were led to a new great knight which slumbered on the outskirts of Heimdall. After overcoming a trial, they were able to claim the Ashen Knight in his power. With it in hand, along with their many supporters and the army of Prince Lucius, they marched on the capital for the final time, eventually making their way to the castle at its center. 3 days later, on the 4th of July, year 952, the castle vanished from existence and the city was liberated. So interesting. That's a full story on the War of the Lions. Okay. Well, we can look at that whenever in this New Game Plus, so I'm going to save this game, and for the final time this playthrough, I am going to be signing off. It has been a wonderful playthrough. It is now 4:13 in the morning, and I am going to get a long rest. See you guys whenever Trails of Cold 3 starts. I don't know, might be tomorrow, might be the day after that, who knows.